All right, go ahead.
Hi guys, happy Saturday. This is Jacob and I coming back at you from my shop and going to share with you what we've done today. We have discussed in class several times when we have a front disc and rear drum assembly and you have a low pedal, you don't assume that you have to bleed the system, okay? Because as I've mentioned many times, brake pedal height is derived from rear brake adjustment, okay? So we not only did we do a hub bearing today on this vehicle with rotors and brake pads, but we also still had a low brake pedal after completing the job. So Jacob took the drums off and he performed a rear brake adjustment, and now our pedal is outstanding. So with that said, I'd like to reiterate, brake pedal height is derived from rear brake shoe adjustment on a conventional system, conventional being front disc rotors and rear drums.
All right, so here's that adjustment. This is already adjusted, so you see the amount of drag that this has on it. You know, just a fair amount, but not so bad where you can't do it, with your hands. But how you do it: pull the drum off, twist and pull.
We've got that adjustment pretty good there, don't we?
Yep. All right.
Okay.
Pull the drum off, and then inside here you have your adjuster wheel. It's going to be a little hard to see on camera here. Let me grab my flashlight.
Also, while Jacob was doing this adjustment, he brought to my attention here that the upper strut boot is torn. So that would indicate that ordinarily we've got debris into the top of this strut, and at that point you're going to have to recommend struts at the very minimum. We here at the shop always put the whole strut coil spring boot assembly in it, and that one is really good because when and if they do have a problem, we just replace the whole unit instead of having to cause the customer to pay additional labor that they wouldn't need to pay if they bought the individual item. So buying the unit comes with the strut, the bellows, the spring perch, and the upper strut bearing.
All right, back to our brake adjustment here. So you have down in here your starter wheel. It's going to be this little guy right in here, and you'll notice the teeth have a particular direction that they're pointing, and it will catch on this little pawl right here. And so you want to turn it in the direction where it looks like it's easiest for that to go. And so in this case, I'm going to push down on it to make it go like I want to, and adjust these out where they'll have just a slight amount of drag on them. And then you put your drum back on and verify.
So the top here is the wheel cylinder, the primary shoe to the front, secondary to the rear. Hold down springs and pins.
Drum back on, check for just a little bit of drag. That's it.
Okay, so now we have a rear brake adjustment and one upsell, of which you should be finding things all the time when you're performing your repairs.